boyfriend has a reputation. Do you want to be kept or have respect?
Welcome back to Access Hollywood Live. Now, before the break, we watched the new scenes from 50 Shades Darker. It opens next weekend.
Well, let's bring in one of the stars of the film, Eric Johnson, who plays Jack Hyde, Anna's boss, the bad guy on it. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
This is, tell me, when you signed on this, was your wife like, yes, sign the dotted line?
Yeah, absolutely. I had a few questions first for her, like, what am I getting myself into? And
handcuffs.
Do I have to be naked?
Like how much? How much do I have to? How revealing is this character going to be for me? And she walked me through the whole storyline. It was great. She was like
she had read all the books.
Oh, she had read all the books. She knew everything. So she was like my Cole's Notes go-to for everything 50 Shades that I could. Any questions, she had the answers for. She was like my own Wikipedia.
Did you know you were the bad guy going? I mean,
yes.
You're not and this is just setting it up, by the way.
Yeah.
Your character is just getting started in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. There's a lot of layers to Jack Hyde, and they just get deeper and deeper as we go through into the third movie. So there's this is almost like a tease of what's to come. I think it sets him up nicely. He's not a very nice guy.
But had you read any of the books, like going this before? Were you like, I've heard about this, but you probably had no idea?
Like everybody else on the planet, I'd heard of this, and I knew a little bit about it, but I hadn't read the books. And then it was a massive cramming session to learn as much as I could before I stepped on set, and so I didn't put my foot in my mouth.
Did you like them?
I will.
And I mean, them.
You get sucked into these things. It's a pretty good fantasy story here, right?
Right.
A little sensual.
I was going to say there's some benefits at home, I'm sure.
There's
There were a lot of 50 Shades babies, I'm just going to say.
I can imagine.
But I think from the man's perspective, different, because for women, we're looking, and most people don't like Christian Grey. They're like, who, this helicopter, this guy? Like, we're not going to compete with this guy.
Well, no, you know what? I think it's great. I think you have the whole. It's what it is a great fantasy. It's a great escape, right? And like, who doesn't want to have a billionaire boyfriend? I'd like to have a billionaire boyfriend. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd like to go on helicopter rides.
Me too.
Right?
Think of all. You guys, by the way, have already shot the next one. You shot them at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
So part of me is like,
you're done.
trying to figure out what's in what movie.
Oh, so give this.
Because you haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. You have.
I saw it.
Natalie,
So
tell them about the masquerade scene.
Oh, the masquerade ball?
How was the nude scene? Did it work out?
Well, yeah, you were good.
Okay, good.
But the masquerade ball scene?
Yeah.
Wow. And the boathouse, I'm telling you, for fans, not to be disappointed. I mean, it lives up to exactly, and then some.
And I play the nicest guy, right?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
No, you are the jerk of the boss. I mean, he tries to sexually assault Anna.
I skipped the memo on the sexual harassment, workplace, etiquette. I missed that day. It's very clear that I should have been.
But what's interesting is you start off you seem like you're going to be a nice boss. You're like, thanks for today, Anna.
Yeah.
Like you start off playing the nice guy, but then all of a sudden, when he sees that Christian is her boyfriend, he just flips a switch.
He doesn't really like him very much, and you'll find out reasons why. But yeah, he gets a little obsessive, just a little bit.
And you have a 9-year-old daughter. Does she think you're on a Disney set? What do we?
No.
I'm shooting
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, she'd be so disappointed if I had. But no, we kept it pretty PG in terms of the description of what I was doing. Again, not playing a very nice guy. This isn't the first time playing a bad guy, so it was no, you're not allowed to see it because Daddy's not very nice, and all the other reasons.
I talked to Jamie Dornan yesterday. By the way, sporting a new look, shaved the whole head, the whole thing. Got a full beard, but it's for Robin Hood, which he has coming up. But I talked to him yesterday, and he talked about really how caring the whole set is, and how, especially for the two of them, for Dakota and Jamie, I mean, it really is about this relationship that they have to have together. So it's a very intimate, closed set. I mean, you don't have those crazy sex scenes, at least not yet.
No, but I mean,
talk to me about the environment on set.
I was blown away. I mean, the whole environment was incredibly respectful and just really sensitive. I mean, to what we were doing, just really caring. Everybody really cared, and I didn't necessarily anticipate that going in, but the care and attention everybody was putting into their work, and it was such a and so much fun. I mean, it sounds horrible to say I was doing terrible things to people on camera, but we did have a lot of laughs. Yeah. I did feel like I needed a shower at the end of the day because I'm a horrible person in the movie, but we ended up having a lot of laughs, and it was a really good time, and everybody.
And he looks familiar.
Well, I was just going to say, you play Natalie's favorite character. This is young Tristan on Legends of the Fall.
This is going, look at that photo.
So your daughter can see this and love this.
That's a while ago now.
Both of my boys were very close to being named Tristan.
You should have done it. It was a very popular name back in like 1995.
Yes.
When this came out.
Close, very close.
Wait, I want to say one other thing. So Eric Johnson, before we went on, I was thinking, I'm like, this name, Jessica Simpson's husband.
Yeah, I'm also married to Jessica Simpson. I'm not actually married to Jessica Simpson. It's great because we get confused on Twitter sometimes, and people will tag me along with her, and it's like, whoa, I get